Hugo is a Belgian Malinois. He's just over 2 years old and he has a lot of energy. Hugo. Hugo and I are paired up as partners to assist the officers in ECD to find the driver that's under the influence or the driver that's smuggling a bulk quantity amount of illicit cash or drugs into the state. Usually once a week we get together with the other canines and we train, and it's our opportunity to have a controlled environment where we can see what the dogs are doing, where they need help, where they need improvements, and where they're excelling in. Because when we're at the ports, we don't know what's in the trucks. Hugo, OPA. I guess you could say the training is a demonstrative huddle board or a standard work. It's kind of cool to see standard work at our level because it's at the most basic level. Hugo has a very set standard that he is held to when we're searching vehicles. The process is always the same for him. When I go to search a vehicle, Hugo always sits to my left side. I switch the leash to the leather collar, which is the collar he is on when he's working, and then I give him his command to search. Mark it back. And he'll do his search around the vehicle.
Good boy, come on.
Hugo displays behavior change when he's in the odor of drugs or narcotics that he's trained to detect. And it's pretty easy to read him because he will have that high energy. And then once he's in that odor, he kind of slows down and becomes more methodical. So as a handler, I can observe that and see that he's working it out, and eventually he's going to find it.
Oh, he's a very good boy. Yeah.
So that was really fast. He just found it and turned around and sat down. He's a passive alert dog, and so he sits down when he finds drugs or narcotics that he's trained to detect.
Good boy.
This position has probably helped me understand AMS and the lean philosophies more than the other positions I've been in. In and of itself, the canine unit was a lean measure or a continued improvement. We saw the need for this added resource. Going back to that first year, it's easy to see some of the things that happened and some of the issues that arose that we weren't aware of going into it. And that's where lean measures come into place, and continuous improvements and process improvements and Kaizens. One of those things was we were having tremendous amounts of success, but we were also having a lot of travel time and a lot of driving because there was only 2 dogs and 2 officers to cover the entire state. We saw a need to add more dogs so we could have more coverage across the state. And so as a result of that, we got 3 more dogs, and now we have 5 dogs covering the whole state, and that's reduced our travel time drastically. I think it's boosted morale in ECD because before it was just ECD. You could work in the VIN bays and you could work at the ports, but now we're evolving and we're becoming more of a law enforcement agency, and evidence of that is these 5 dogs.